Good evening from Quincy Notre Dame High School, Quincy, Illinois. This is the IHSA 3A Regional Championship here at Quincy Notre Dame and MeccaSportsCo.com. Hi, I'm Jeff Wellman. Welcome to the pit, as we all call. The QND Raiders, coming in after a victory the other night, are now 23-6, averaging 60 points a game, 57.4 given up, 37.4, excuse me, winning by almost 23 points a game. Civic Memorial, the Eagles, they come in at 23-8. They're giving up 39.4, so 2 points more than the Raiders, and scoring 54, 6 points less, but comparable for both teams. As I just mentioned, the Lady Raiders won against Springfield Southeast the other night, 70-35. Leading the way, Ari Bueller, 16. Jenna Durst had 15. Leah Turwop had 14. And Tristan Pieper with 9. Two more of the players were in 6 and 5 as well. For Civic Memorial, they beat Jerseyville 54-41. Durbin had 21 points. Edwards had 13. And Ogden with 8 in that ball game here. The winners, of course, trying to go to the Waterloo sectional after winning the championship here tonight. Glad you're with us tonight. This is the Mecca Sports pregame show. And, of course, we are in the Mecca Mobile studio at home this week. And it's brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight, Quincy and Jacksonville. When we return, we'll hear from Coach Dance. And, of course, that's brought to you by the QND Auto Group, Faith Family Giving Back. It's Lady Raider basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight. Sleep tight.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
It's that time of year and spring is right around the corner. With Best Kept Sod Farm Services, you can rest assured that our team of landscape professionals will provide all of your landscaping needs. We offer sod sales, delivery, and installation, and also full-service landscaping solutions and property maintenance to achieve that desirable curb appeal. Don't wait. Call or text Best Kept Sod Farm today at 217-779-0620 to discuss your landscaping needs.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
And welcome back to the pregame show. And with me right now for the coach's comments, of course, that's brought to you by the QND Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. Head coach of the Lady Raiders, Eric Orn. And first of all, congratulations on a great season. Put it all together. It was a lot of fun. I know they go quick. Sometimes they don't in stretches, but had a pretty good season.
Yeah, we have. Obviously, we want to be 2-0 after tonight. So that's the biggest thing right now. And we know we got to focus in because they have some really good senior guards, and we got to take away their three-point shooting, which is really dangerous right now.
All right, let's go to the other night. You got your first victory in there against Springfield Southeast. You got out early. What'd you like about the team the other night against that victory?
I just thought we settled in early. I think that's the biggest key in the postseason, especially like games like tonight. You want to settle in defensively and then really start executing offensively.
All right, we got Civic Memorial. They got 23 victories. So do you. Pretty close. 4 scores out there you just mentioned out there and some shooting out there. Normally you just look and say, what do the Ladies Raiders do best, and do that. But what did you do? Any changes or to go after this lineup?
I think the biggest thing tonight is our closeouts defensively. They're averaging almost close to 10 threes a game. So what we've got to do is we make sure we got to get a hand in the face, not jump so they can dribble drive on us, but just make sure we contest everything and make sure we make it hard, get those rebounds, and then turn that into transition points.
Looking at what everybody scores and gives up, the Raiders are scoring about 60 points. They're just under at around 55. We hold our opponents to a couple points less, both under 40 points. So similarities there. Do we want to run like we can when we do, or would you like to slow it down and run our sets?
No, we're going to try to tempo it. Most teams out of the South usually are slower tempo, just from all my experience. So, yeah, what we do is when we get the ball in Ari Bueller's hands, we want to go.
Sounds like a winner. Good luck. We'll talk to you afterwards.
All right. Thanks, Jeff.
And that's Eric Gordon. His comments are brought to you by the QND Auto Group, Faith, Family, and Giving Back. When we come back, the Lady Raiders and the Eagles right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
QND Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Kunis Honda.
And Kunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Kunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Kunis makes it easy.
This game is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co. You can find us at meccasportsco.com, on YouTube at youtube.com/@meccasportsco, and on Facebook at facebook.com/meccasportsco. Be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss any coverage for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams, boys and girls. Get the play-by-play and color call from Wellman and Pettit exclusively on Mecca Sports Co.
And a fine sponsor of basketball in the Quincy area, both from Notre Dame and Quincy High. 8 Open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main in Quincy. Also across the street, their sister, their brother, their relation. It's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6 in Quincy. 8 Open, you can get all kinds of great things like the OG sandwiches, their fried chicken sandwiches, each with a twist. The Southern Belle, KT's Hot, Coach Wassman or Coach Douglas, anything you like there. How about the signatures, Mayor Chuck Horseshoe? Good. Also the features, the Smash Burgers. 8 Open is open Wednesday, Thursday, and Fridays, 11 to 8. Saturdays, noon to 9. Across the street, Atlas Slice, 121 North 6 in Quincy. They are also open in the evenings. Check their schedule out there as you get chef-driven craft pizzas and wings on an open flame, high-heat oven. That's 8 Open, Atlas Slice, both down on the North Street, 6th Street Promenade. And welcome back to the pregame show. You heard Coach Oren there. Pretty well, it's do what the Lady Raiders do best. Lady Raiders come in. They've got 4 seniors closing out this year. Ellie Bozart starting out there at number 1 usually. Tristan Pieper inside. Talked to Logan, her sister, out there in the concession earlier. Ari Bueller. And talked to her grandpa. Kerfman, excuse me. I was out there looking. And also Jenna Durst. Durst and Bueller will both be heading to Quincy University next year. And Pieper will be heading to Maryville. I got to check to see if Ellie's going to play anywhere as well. So those 4 seniors, you heard Coach, they'd like to pick the tempo up tonight, get out on defense, push the ball. Teams from the South, even though they're averaging roughly the same, that's the Civic Memorial team. Close to the same points, and maybe it's the competition they play, but as Coach said there, they'd like to slow it down in a set and possibly fire up 3-pointers out there. They do have 3 seniors leading the way out there. They do have more than just 3 seniors. Marley Durbin has 9.8 points a game. That's third, actually, as second is Isabella Edwards at 9.9. And leading the team is Marley Ogden. She averages 12.8 a game. And then you got Addison Jeffrey, and she is at 7.7 as well. Others rebounding inside. They've got a couple rebounders. I believe the one is Langford, Avery Langford, and she had a good night the other night. Is leading the way. I mentioned Langford had 7 as well. 7 3-pointers coming from the Eagles the other night. So you heard Coach Oren say they try to make 10 a game or shoot 10 a game. So you're going to see a lot of firing out there. Long shots, long rebounds, and that's such a key out as well. So should be exciting tonight. Filling the house here for the last time for the Lady Raiders. And, of course, the Raiders, they finished up or do they have one more? Yes, Keokuk tomorrow night as they will take on before they get to their postseason run. Be looking forward to that as well. They're heading over to North Mac, and that is Verdon for their postseason run and the start of that. Great season out there for Greg Altman. So looking tonight, of course, both these teams trying to get to that Waterloo sectional. It would be next Tuesday for the winner. Of course, tonight, QND's got Civic Memorial. The winner of that game will play Marion, and they're at Centralia tonight. Marion's the number 1 seed. Centralia's the number 5 seed. And then you've got Notre Dame's at number 2 seed, Civic Memorial number 3 seed. And then follow that up on the other side of the bracket. Chatham on number 1 is at Highland. That's the 1 versus 5. And same way on this side, Triad and Carbondale. Triad is at Carbondale, the number 2 and then number 3, and they all feed into Waterloo. I'll have a chance to talk about some other 3A tourneys, sectionals out there. Galesburg is hosting. Galesburg, Morton, they're playing tonight. Galesburg's the number 2 seed. Morton's the number 3. Sterling from the Western Big Six also the number 2 seed. Ottawa, the 3. That's the only one that's not being played at a gymnasium by someone trying to win the regional. They're at LaSalle, Peru. Everybody else is in their gym or a gym out there. And on the other side out there, they've got Metamora, Morris, Washington, and Dunlap. So good ball out there. And if you get far enough along, you might run into River Forest Trinity. We ran into them at the State Farm Classic. Good-looking ball team. They're playing tonight at Elmwood Park. So some of the roundouts from the other games here in the IHSA tonight. Should be a fun one out here. Normally I'd turn and say, Coach Pettit, what do you think? He is on the road. He thinks, I'm going to get there in time. It's just going to take him a few more minutes. So you hear Coach Pettit's comments or the keys to the game. They'll be called out once he gets here. He'll be flying in here and on the run. Hopefully he did not get a ticket on the way down. He's a safe driver. So anyway, it's the pregame show. It's going to be the Lady Raiders and the Lady Eagles out of Civic Memorial, and it'll be right here. MeccaSportsCo.com.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to the pit. Everybody's getting ready as we're standing, turn to face the flag. I'm sure there's some announcements there first. There's Ben Marth on the call tonight. Lady Raiders get to wear their home white. And here it is, our national anthem. And that was Carson Hayes from the Raiders as she sang the national anthem out there. And as I turn from the national anthem, good things happen. Coach Pettit's with us tonight here in the pregame show. Coach, glad you're with us as we get ready for tonight's lineup.
What a drive.
Double checking my starters there, Coach, because I think I actually put somebody in that's not going to be in. Here, Civic Memorial Eagles in purple, trimmed in gold. Marley Durbin, number 1, leading the way. Marley Ogden, number 4. Then you've got Isabella Edwards, number 12. Avery Langford, number 33, talking about her as a rebounder. And I forgot Addison Jeffries, as I mentioned, averaging between 8 points and 13 for those girls. So stopping the 3 tonight, as Coach Orrin mentioned in the pregame show. For the Raiders, of course, in their home white, trimmed in blue and gold. I imagine they'll start the same way, but I'm going to hold on here. We will have Ellie Bozart, the senior, wearing number 1 at 1 guard. Marie Eversman, the junior, wears number 5. Number 15, Tristan Pieper, senior inside. Number 20, senior Ari Bueller. And rounding it out for Eric Orrin's squad, Jenna Durst, number 21. All right there, Coach. Keys of the game, do you know?
To be honest with you, both of them average about the same amount of points and the same amount of giving up. So it's going to depend on, how they execute their offense and their defense in order to make a impact on this game.
Coach Orrin in the pregame, I asked him that. Do you want to be sped up or do you want to slow down in the sets? He mentioned that down south, they play more of a slowdown game, so even though they're averaging that, so he wants to pick up the tempo in this ball game tonight, would like to speed it up. And we're here so glad, of course, Ari Bueller's in the center circle. And the tip will go back. Jenna Durst gets the opening tip for the Raiders in the half-court set. 4 on the perimeter. Pieper pops out. Pieper starts to make a drive, kicks it off her foot, down on the ground, and having a tough time getting away with it. Eagles then finally got it out. Raiders will get in the half-court set defensively. Coach, who was that? I didn't catch who shot that.
Number 4.
That's what I thought there. Ogden with the first score of the basketball game, and it's Civic Memorial up 2-0.
She went into Bueller with the shot and made it.
Ball in the high post. Actually, Tristan Pieper fighting around 3 of the Eagles. Eagles take the ball away. Eagles heading the other direction. Speaking of picking up the tempo, Eagles started off. Shot taken no good outside. That was by Edwards, excuse me. That's where we were at last night, Edwardsville, the other night.
And we'll be there Wednesday next week.
Raiders in the half-court set. Bueller working right. Into the right corner. That's Bozart. Nice spin move. Ellie all the way to the hole. Great move. Keeping the ball alive was Pieper. That Bozart got the rebound. Durst from the left side, no good. Pieper flies in again. Doesn't get this one, but on the outlet pass, Bueller steals it. Ari looking for Pieper, I think, to make a cut there. Tristan wasn't sure where she was heading with it. Ball heads the other way for the Eagles. 6:35 left, first quarter action. The visitors, that'd be the Eagles, they're up 2-0. Yeah, the first couple transitions there, Eagles getting it down, but Lady Raiders getting after it on defense. They're back to the man-to-man. And Eversman hounding out there on Durbin. Durbin dribbles off her foot. Back to the Lady Raiders. And it looks like the Eagles are going to drop back into a half-court set, Coach. Got the Taylorville colors, that purple, gold.
Man.
Bueller brings it across. Durst to the right side. Into the right corner, Bozart. Bozart being guarded there by Ogden. 2 quick passes, sends it over to the left side. Eversman decides, let's go back to that right side again. Patience from the Raiders on the perimeter. Jenna, crossover dribble. Down to the short corner, Bozart. Another spin move. Bozart strong to the hole. Ellie gets the basket and a foul. She has a chance at a blue-collar 3 to open up for the Lady Raiders.
That's one thing the Lady Raiders have, a little bit of height, to where they can go inside and finish it off.
Foul called on Addison Jeffrey, first foul of the ball game. Bozarth at the line. No good on the free throw. Rebounded out there by the Eagles. Not the actual Eagles, the band. Again, I won't be singing.
They're a good concert. I'll tell you that right now.
Durbin with the basketball. Bueller on her. Pushes it to the left side. Last time the drive went that way, it went off a foot. Making a drive, trying to go triple team inside. That ball got in, but then came back out. Rattle around for a three-pointer, no good. Shot was taken outside. I believe that was Goodman.
Oh.
In transition, errant pass, tipped, taken away by the Eagles. Half-court set. Ogden, bring it to the left side. Using a screen now. Top of the key. Back to Goodman, that's Julia Goodman. Inside, rolls around, goes in. Shot taken by Ogden, she's got all 4 points. And Civic Memorial with a 4-2 lead. Half-court set, Pieper getting big inside. Goes to Eversman, Marie, strong, good move to the other side. Slashing over to help out was Avery Langford. She'll commit the foul, her first. Second on the Eagles. Eversman to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Had a chance to see the Eversmans as I was up at the concession grabbing a hot dog. No pizza tonight, Coach. Only the boys' game is what they said.
Well, we'll go after the game.
And there's only one game at night, so. Eversman, nice hard arching shot. Marie connects from the line. Has one more.
Lady Raiders need to be aggressive, taking the ball to the hole. If they do that, things will turn out well.
Addison Jeffrey into the ball game, wearing number 5. 4:43 left in the first. Eversman attempting to tie it up. Nice shot there. Boy, nice high arching shot. I read the ball as it was going up too. 4-4 with 4:43. No 4:44s there.
Well, that's real good when the ball doesn't hit the rim, and it's all that.
In the half-court set.
Pretty astounding basketball.
Backdoor cut. They went into the high post. Making the cut on the weak side, or the strong side, was Jeffrey. Right out of bounds. I tell you, Durst was all over her on that backdoor. She wasn't buying the overplay.
Well, this is a team that's played Alton a couple times. Yeah, they're battle tested. This is going to be a tough game for the Raiders tonight.
I think that was early in the season. Maybe lost 42-32 by 10.
52-42.
42, okay.
And I'm like, okay.
Wow, forced it inside. Lady Raiders trying to get it inside, but the pass was not there.
Whoa.
Long three, long rebound. And the long three and rebound both taken by Ogden.
Oh.
Now tried to go clear across. Pieper ain't going to allow that to get there. Beeler in transition. Airy takes it left side. Durst in the corner, sends it back out to Pieper. Brings it to the right side. Sierra Thomas is checked in, number 2, with the basketball. Pieper looking all the way from the right corner to the left corner. Bueller. And Coach Orn wants to talk about it.
Didn't like it. Didn't like it, said, I'm done.
And a good time to go. 3:42 left in the first quarter, 4-4. Not a bad crowd here. Student section's over there.
Not a lot of ball movement on that. You know, a lot of dribbling, and, you know, the cross-court pass. Let's stop it here. Let's get back into a set and run our stuff.
Right corner to the left corner. So lucky the ball didn't hit the rim as it got over there. That's when Coach said, nah, I don't think that's the way we wanted it. It was open, but
I don't think that's the way he drew it up.
No. We talked about the winner of this goes out to Waterloo.
That's a long drive for me.
You think that's long? Is it the boys or the girls? The girls, I think, end up in Carbondale for the super sectional.
No, that's the boys.
Well, okay. I
the
knew
ninth.
one of them.
I recall Dale.
That's my birthday. Durst with the basketball, and the Raiders tied at 4, halfway through the first. Ari Bueller sets up on the right side. Her 3 no good. Ball hits the floor. Bueller fouls it up. Thomas was right there too. Thomas's hustle.
Love it.
Made the Eagles hustle. Bueller then got to come in. Since the Raiders won the opening tip, the alternate possession arrow will go over to the Eagles, and the Raiders are going to jump right into full court.
That's going to be a key how the Lady Raiders win nights, the 50-50 battles, and I liked what I saw there.
Leah Turof's in the ball game. She's been doing a nice job with Pieper in there. That's a couple twin towers. Thomas, Durst, and Bueller stay in there for the Raiders. Approaching 3 minutes left in the first quarter. In the man-to-man for the Raiders. There's a pass and a cut. Inside out. Shot from 3. No good. Thomas got the rebound inside. Took a couple bounces off the rim.
Good job of boxing out by the Lady Raiders.
Pieper in transition. Her shot's no good. Battling inside was Turwell. Coming away with, though, is Jeffrey. Other set, another high three from the right side, no good. Boy, I tell you what, the Eagles waste no time throwing them up. Great hands there by Turwell. Had a cutter coming down after the offensive rebound by the Eagles, and Leah tipped it to Tristan Pieper.
Civic Memorial is a smaller team. They're going to launch a three, so we need to box out. Oh,
great pass from Jenna Durst. Durst saw Pieper making a cut to the basket. She'll get the assist. Tristan gets the basket. More importantly, Raiders now up 6-4.
Oh.
A fake. Drive to the basket. Good.
Too easy.
Avery Langford ties it up for the... Yeah, I'll tell you what, she just gave a head fake.
Yeah.
Raider went flying by.
Yeah. Nobody came and helped. You know, no good on-ball defense.
Bad problem there was the help side, everybody was overloading one side of the floor.
Well, you almost got to do that against this team, as small as they are.
Pieper misses the shot in the left corner. Weak side rebound. Erin Bueller was trying to bring it in with one hand because her other hand was being held. Tipped out. Lady Raiders give it up with 1:52 left in the first. So glad you guys are here. So glad Coach Pettit made it too.
Well, Lady Raiders going in 1-2-2 full court.
Matching up almost like man-to-man. They're getting right on top of everybody.
Well,
Across the timeline.
Almost 10 seconds.
Turwell let her go. That is Ogden bringing it back out. Over to the right side. Edwards. Edwards over to the side. Langford.
Oh.
Driving through and good. Nice little floater there. Another one by Ogden. She's got 6 points.
Not good on-ball defense by the Lady Raiders.
Back in the half-court set. 1:19 in the first. Thomas looks for the flasher. There it is. Good pass there by Thomas. Turwell got big on the block. She got the bucket. We're tied at 8.
Good offside ball screen to get that open look.
We saw Turwell against the Lady Raiders, or against the Blue Devils. Also, another one of those games we watched. She had some good ball out there. You put her and Pieper got some height, more height again for the Raiders. Air ball, and Airee decides, hey, don't let that ball go out of bounds. Let's transition it. Left side to the right block, short corner. Thomas used up her dribble. Bounces to Eversman. Comes back out to Bueller. Bueller back to Eversman in the left corner. Marie starts her drive. She stopped there. Good defense out there on the stop. Good pass from the top of the key, and that's an assist by Pieper. Down to Thomas making the cut from the corner. Lady Raiders up 10-8.
And they're still in the 1-2-2 full court getting after it. Love it.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Eagles with the basketball. Lady Raiders with a 10-8 lead.
Now back in the man.
Durbin being guarded. Good tip away there by Thomas. Here comes Bueller. Airee cuts through. Great move by Bueller. Airee did actually it was a sped up Eurasian.
You start that out with Thomas down on the defensive end. You know, making the play, getting the pass out. Great job by Thomas.
Raiders do the last 6 points of the quarter, build up a 12-8 lead and take it in after 8 minutes. The Lady Raiders lead 12-8. And we're back with Lady Raider basketball right here on MeccaSportsCo.com.
Dreaming of a new kitchen or bath that's as functional as it is beautiful? At Woodmart Building Center, we bring your vision to life. Choose from a wide variety of cabinetry finishes and styles to fit any space and budget. Our expert designers work with you every step of the way to create a space that's uniquely yours. From timeless classics to modern masterpieces, your dream kitchen or bath starts here. Visit Woodmart Building Center today. Find us at woodmartbuildingcenter.com or stop by our showroom at North 12th and Seminary Road, Quincy.
Welcome back to the pit. Welcome to the pit, as it does say on the other end there, home of the Raiders. Many years used to have a saying up there each week. It said the pit down low, and it was always colored in. And then some great saying all the way across that board. Sometimes it was a little like questionable about what the saying was, but you knew you were in the house of the Raiders. So we start off there.
Been here, done that.
Yep, 2-2, 4-4, 6-6, 8-8, and that's when the Raiders scored the last 4. Lead 12-8 after 1 quarter. Ogden's got 6 points of the 8 for the Eagles. For the Raiders, 6 different players have scored. Checking in the second quarter. It's Eversman, Pieper,
Looks
Thomas.
like Civic Memorial's in 2-3 now.
Turwell and Bueller. Raiders go to their 2-3. On defense out there, Durbin's out front along with Ogden. Langford's in the middle. On both sides of her, she's got Edwards and Silva,
Great
who just
job.
checked in. Oh, and from the left corner, that's Tristan Pieper in for the bucket. Talked about Tristan. She knows how to score.
Great pass by number 5. Great pass.
Eversman, Marie with that pass. Playing man, or matched up on that one. Bueller pushes it out. Goes down to Langford. Langford made a good ball fake, got under the Raiders, went from one block to the other, comes back out high, and wow. Ogden fires this one. She hits a three-pointer.
Better find her.
We talked about it. They scored 7 threes the other night. Coach says 10. I don't know if they like to shoot 10 or make 10. I would think at least shoot 10.
7 out of 10 is pretty good. I'll take that
I'm
all
not sure
day
if they
long.
were 7 out of 10. They made 7. And so Bueller behind the 3. Trying to get a shot off behind Eversman. Not there. Back to man-to-man. Ball the right side to Eversman. Marie bounces it inside.
Oh.
And a little push from behind. That's going to be Marley Ogden. It'll be her first. First of the second quarter on either team. 6:36 left in the half.
Not a good pass, but it worked out well for the Lady Raiders.
Down around Leah's feet. And Turwell thinks only a junior. 2 passes. Eversman, left corner. High archer, no good. Good looking shot. Langford got the rebound. Thomas was right there to get after it.
I like the way she plays.
Resetting the offense. Ball goes right side. Back to the top, coming around the screen. Silva sends it to Langford. Langford with a high dribble. You might say it was overlapping, but she had her hand on top of the ball. But a block shot by Pieper. Raiders get the basketball.
Well, it could be a foul on Pieper, but
left side, Bueller pulls up for 3. Ari Bueller lights him up from the outside. Raiders lead 17-11. And all the three-pointers brought to you by your project planner, Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com.
5:50 here to go in the second quarter.
6-point lead for the Raiders. Back in that man-to-man. High arching 3, no good. She's got to pull it up quick. Turwell hustles for the ball. We'll get a jump ball as Langford came in and grabbed it. I'll tell you, she's got a quick shot, but she has to have a quick shot because the Lady Raiders are closing down so well.
Well, and she's what, 5'6", 5'8", something like that? I don't know. But, yeah, I mean, you get the ball like that, the good shooter's got a quick release.
Timeout taken with 5:37 left in the first half. The Lady Raiders 17, the Lady Eagles of Civic Memorial 11. Back with more action right here on mechasportsco.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
And we're back here at the pit, 17-11. Raiders ran off the last, well, they actually had the run when they were down 8-6. The last 6 points of the first quarter, lead 12-8. 2 baskets have traded off on here, and of course the three-pointer for Ogden was matched by Bueller's three-pointer for the Lady Raiders. Lady Raiders.
Gotta find Ogden.
Eversman tried to go out and take the ball out of bounds, which was pretty good.
Yep.
The Lady Raiders are on defense.
Well, you gotta do that.
Ball
just to keep them sharp.
And right out in front, here's Jenna Durst with a steal. Jenna pulls up in the half-court set. Oh, and a great
pass.
cut. Turwelp, count it. Leah Turwelp, acrobatic. The ball was a little behind her. She got a hold of it, got fouled, put the ball up, and it scored. Nice job, Turwelp, and she'll have the blue-collar 3 attempt.
When the big girls run the floor, you got to get them the ball. You know what I mean? Because the other big girls ain't going to run as fast.
There you are, the blue-collar 3. Kevin Bandham is telling you, if you're getting ready to sell your house, you want to put some upgrades in there and not spend a lot of money, give him a call. He'll be that project planner. Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com. There I go again, pressing the remote at the action. 20-11. Good backdoor cut, but a great block on the weak side. Back in the ball game was Ellie Bozarth. Flashed over from the weak side with block shot. Eversman to Durst.
Good patience by the Lady Raiders.
In the high post to Turweb, who faces up. Goes the other way. Oh, and a great move there. Bozarth. Ellie just cut right by the defense. Split two of the defenders. And the Lady Raiders are on a nice little run here of 8 points. Now lead 22-11.
And what happened was this pass, and then cut.
Turwell from the high post. Came down low. And now Turwell is Bozarth gets a steal. All the way in. Ellie Bozarth. Bozarth now with 6. And Civic Memorial, they want to talk about it. Even a 30 as the Lady Raiders have run off 10 straight points. Lead 24-11 with 4:33 left in the first. Good stuff, Coach.
Well, obviously getting Civic Memorial out of Civic Memorial is good. I mean, the home court advantage here, is tremendous at the Pit, and the Lady Raiders have taken advantage of that, here in the first quarter and a half.
I think the Eagles were kind of playing in there, even out of their offense a little bit, but they were getting their shots, and the Lady Raiders still playing their D. And the way they play their D,
that's the key,
is so strong. Again, they may have one moment where there's a slight lapse, but even if they recover, just like Bozarth on the other end, she recovered for the block shot, and that was sweet.
Well, their length, is tremendous on the defensive end, and it turns into easy offense, for the Lady Raiders.
Coming out of the timeout, it will be Bozarth and Bueller. Little first, they went to some action, now drop back.
Man-to-man now instead of a 1-2-2 full court, which they've switched up defense, which has been,
Down to the block, it goes to Isabella Edwards. Takes the Bueller down there. Ari did a good job of just basically setting it straight up and go, look, I'm not going to foul you and give you an and one.
Well, now with a 13-point lead.
That was a 10-point run there by the Lady Raiders who just got answered.
Whoa.
Jenna Durst out high. Ball was lost. Eversman went down. Fans were yelling, Coach. Who were they yelling for? Was it?
They called Durst with the hold.
But,
after the gal stole the ball, started going down.
For Jenna Durst. Right before that, there's some yelling almost on the screen. First foul of the second quarter. Jenna Durst, her first. Bringing the ball down is Durbin. Sends it over this way. Ogden gets it. Top of the key. Gets McDurbin. Durbin, long three, no good. Flashing at the boards. Pieper. And Pieper saved it under the opponent's basket, which you never do. And I believe it was Bozarth again who flew over and blocked the shot. Point blank. It will be a foul against the Raiders. They're second in this quarter.
No fight lost in Civic Memorial. They're going at the glass hard.
Bueller got the rebound on that, her first with 3:35 left.
They're going to be firing threes and going after the glass.
Ogden with the basketball, cutting to the basket was Jeffrey.
Down by 11.
Ogden down in the right corner. Kicks it back out high. Durbin started to make a shot. Tries to take Bueller in. Bueller stays on the ground. Airy with a break block shot. And then she's got three of the Eagles around her. Does the move in the basketball like you're supposed to. No jump ball, but a foul. It'll be the second foul now called on Addison Jeffrey.
Good effort by the QU recruit right there.
Team foul. 3 now against the Eagles. 2 against the Raiders in the second quarter. Man-to-man coming out of the Eagles. Durst with the basketball, dribbling with her left. To Bueller, she'll make a cut down low behind Pieper. She flashes, Pieper flashes out. Tristan can shoot that out there. Tristan tried to make a drive. Bozarth now gives it to her.
Oh.
Good save there.
Oh.
First of all, good save by Pieper. Then it was a good save by Bozarth. Driving to the hole. No good. Pieper on the weak side. Almost had the rebound. Pulling out was Ogden. Ogden down court. 2 of the Raiders were there. Bueller and Durst doing a double block. Give each one a half a foul, but Jenna Durst.
Love it. The effort back on the defensive end to make sure they didn't get it up. You got to love that as a coach.
Jenna Durst got her second. Raiders got their third, tied up 3-3 in the fouls in the second quarter. Sierra Thomas comes in. Ellie Bozarth checks out. I'll tell you what, when you run Bozarth and Thomas, similar style players, similar builds. Ellie's got a little more height, very aggressive. Those two guards back at you. And then Eversman, Marie, does so much. Second one no good. Leah Turwell gets the rebound.
I like Thomas. She's like a dog. Hey, you know what I mean? She gets after it, both ends.
In the half-court set, Bueller started to drive, kicks it out to Pieper. Edwards with both those free throws. 24-13, 11-point lead, approaching 2 minutes left first half. Durst behind the screen. Durst does the same high dribble. Must be some air in that ball tonight.
Well, good patience. You know, they fumble a little bit in the middle of the lane, but good patience pulling it out.
In the block, Isabella Edwards will have her first foul. It'll be the fourth team foul on the Eagles. Leah Turwelp was getting big inside. You got Turwelp in there. Leah wants to shoot free throws, along with Pieper, Durst, Thomas, and Bueller in the half-court set. Right in front of us.
Like darn.
High post. Boy, I like the height when you got that front row across there.
Oh, yeah.
Pieper down the block along with Turwelp. Durst looks in, sends it back out on that side. Coach Orrin wants to talk about it with a quick 30. We'll keep it right here. Well, actually, we'll take a quick one, and we'll be back with 1:51 left in the first half. Lady Raiders up 24-13 right here. Mechasportscode.com.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Full house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
Back at the pit, 1:51 left. Wellman and Pettit here. Raiders and Eagles. And the Raiders lead 24-13 with 1:51 left in the first. We're still getting distribution. 6 different players for the Raiders scoring. Predominantly, other than a basket by Edwards and one by Langford, it's 9 points from Ogden.
I mean, shoot, we've given them 13 points, and we're almost to halftime. My goodness, the defense has been tremendous tonight.
Ball inbounded. Bueller sent it down to the left corner to Pieper. Tristan sends it back out. 4 around the perimeter. Leah Turwelp's in the high post. Man-to-man coming from the Eagles from Civic Memorial. Thomas on the left side. Takes it in the corner. Bueller leaves.
Not a good place to take it, but, you know, we got out of it.
And to pick it up in that place.
Yeah.
Top of the key, Pieper. Turwelp looked a little bit.
Oh.
Thomas came down, and she got down behind the backboard, and Turwelp was kind of open, and she glanced at her and went, maybe not. And about that time, she put the second foot down.
I was looking at Coach Horn on the way back. He was rubbing his bald head like my bald head right there going, no, don't do that.
He needs to grow that goatee back. That was a pretty good-looking goatee.
Well, I got the beard, so I'm good.
Raiders back in defense, man-to-man. Thomas picks up Ogden. Back to the top of the key, Durbin. Durst is on her. The height advantage there for the Raiders. Eagles.
They're getting after it. Oh, steal.
Yep. Good steal. Yep, had to wait there until it came away. Bueller hesitation dribble. Brings it in. Oh, and gets it. Ari Bueller takes the ball to the hole and then brings it back with the hand and the easy, well, I won't say easy layup. That was a pretty hard layup.
I was going to say a big defensive stance and a big bucket.
And the Eagles.
And another turnover.
And, of course, Coach Pettit would now say discombobulated as Ogden throws the ball out.
That's when you come down, you set it up for, like 3 seconds to go, hit the three, and go up 29-13 at half and be set for the rest of the game.
Bueller bringing it down. Pieper along with her. In the half-court set for the Raiders right in front of us. Left side Thomas. There's Durst popping out. That means Leah Turwelp's coming over to the low block, waiting for the ball. Bueller back top. Bueller.
Good job ball movement by the Raiders.
Goes into Turwelp. Turwelp, little head fake. Finds Pieper in the right corner. Tristan, the drive. Tristan off the glass. No good. Good job of Turwelp keeping it alive just briefly. Pieper had her hands up there. So did Edwards. Pieper touched it last, so with 13.8 left in the first half.
Oh, they gave it to us.
Oh, I thought that maybe it possibly was, and they changed up there.
Their coach ain't very happy.
Because when I saw it, I thought that she touched it.
I got to stop with the 14-point leads because we saw that the other night.
No doubt. Bueller to trigger, the box out of bounds play. No movement out of that, just comes out high to Thomas. Bueller comes around the screen on the right side, and the pass just outside. Bueller came around the screen, ready to put up a 3, but the Lady Raiders are still fine with 9.2 left.
Let's get a stop here. We're good.
And the Lady Raiders, the way they hit the passing lanes, I think they're just going to try to run this one down. Durbin across the timeline, 6 seconds. Bouncing in the corner. They're trying to get it to Ogden. Ogden being hounded by Thomas. Thomas, the shot goes up. Tell you, that was a quick shot by Ogden. Thomas was right there. No basket for the Eagles. And we have played 16 minutes here at the pit. Lady Raiders, after giving up 8 points in the first quarter, only give up 5 points in the second quarter, Coach.
Well, their defense has been tremendous. You know, their athleticism, their length, you know, getting out after it, the effort has been very, very good here in the first quarter, especially in the second quarter. You know, I said first half, but the second quarter has been tremendous.
It's halftime here at the pit. We'll come back to break this one down, talk basketball as it's already a Thursday. Boy, the week just flies by in the postseason.
Well, we're in the ladies regionals, and the men's regionals are coming next week, and we're going to be very, very, very busy.
Gotta love that, though.
Hopefully.
Halftime at the pit. Your score, the Lady Raiders 26, the Eagles of Civic Memorial 13. And back with more right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
Ride the Baja Wave and refresh your senses with a blast of tropical lime flavor. Grab a Mountain Dew Baja Blast today. Do the dew.
At Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, we believe everyone deserves a better night's sleep. Discover top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. Your purchase always includes free delivery, free setup, and free removal of your old mattress. Plus, enjoy 0% interest for up to 5 years. Better bed, less money. Only at your locally owned Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville, where comfort and community come together.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight. Spring is right around the corner with warm weather approaching quickly. Best Kept Sod Farm offers a full line of landscaping services. We can provide the labor. If you thrive on DIY, we can give you advice or recommendations on how to make your lawn the talk of the neighborhood. No job is too big or too small, and as always, we provide free estimates. Best Kept Sod Farm is a local company who strives for excellent customer satisfaction and takes pride in what we do. Contact us today by phoning or texting us at 217-779-0620 to discuss your project needs.
Brian Harbs, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to the pit. It's halftime. Lady Raiders with a 26-13 lead. They led 12-8. It was 6-6. Well, it was 2-2, 4-4, 6-6. 8-8. That's when the Lady Raiders continued that and went on that 6-point run at the end of the first quarter. They added 2 more in the second quarter, but led after 12-8. Second quarter, it was 14-11. Lady Raiders went on a 10-point run, led 24-11, and the last 2 shots, one by the Eagles and one by the Lady Raiders, and it's 26-13. And, Coach, obviously the one thing we talk about with the Lady Raiders, defense. And their defense is looking good.
They get after it, and Turwell's been big. Peeper's been big, underneath the basket, not letting them get in. And they've done a better job, the second quarter of getting out on the three-point shooters, which you got to do that. And, it's been one and done for the most part for the Lady Raiders tonight.
You look at this team, too, and I think this Eagles team, if I'm not mistaken, had same thing as the Raiders, 3 seniors, couple juniors in their starting lineup, so they count on that. And they've got 4 players that score, roughly around 10 points a game. Well, Addison Jeffries at 7-7, Durbin and Edwards 9-8 and 9-9, and then you've got Ogden at 12-8. And Ogden is getting her points in the first. She's got 9 in the first half, but only a bucket by Edwards and a bucket by Langford. So I'd say the Lady Raider defense is playing pretty good ball.
Well, Ogden's been big. She was big in the the regional semifinal. I believe she had 23, if I'm not mistaken.
Last night game, she just only had 8. Durbin had 21.
Durbin had 21, okay.
But they did fire 7 threes in that ball game.
Well, yeah.
And not knowing how many for each player, but those were all the key players, as Coach said before. They're going to be putting that ball up from outside. Well, we talk about where these two teams are heading. Of course, Waterloo next Tuesday. They'll play the winner of Marion and Centralia. And, Coach, I went through where everybody was playing.
Did Centralia beat us earlier? QND?
Yes, they beat them.
Yeah, that's what,
Rumble on the River, I believe. And
Yep.
so Centralia is hosting the game, even though they're the 5th seed. And it's kind of interesting because it's Marion and Centralia, 1 and 5. QND and Civic Memorial, 2 and 3. On the other side, Chatham and Highland, 1 and 5. Triad and Carbondale, 2 and 3. But Highland, Centralia, Notre Dame, and Carbondale, every team that's in it is hosting the championship tonight. Up at Galesburg, 3 out of the 4 are hosting, and the only one is Sterling at LaSalle Peru taking on Ottawa. Galesburg plays Morton tonight, so we'll have a chance.
That'll be a heck of a game.
And another one, Coach, I had mentioned, we talk about the Galesburg sectional because we know the teams. Looking up there, there's one that I watched today, River Forest Trinity. We saw Trinity at the State Farm, and their coach was really cool. Actually, that was right before the game when they took on the Devils. She said, I need a win so bad. I'm going to cry. I'm hoping to see her later in the season because she was a good coach and a lot of fun out there. So, well, it's halftime here. We'll take another break. Get ready for second half action. Lady Raider basketball as they take on the Eagles of Civic Memorial right here, MeccaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This stream is brought to you by Mecca Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecca Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit MeccaSportsCo.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argerbright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argerbright Electric. Home rewiring? Argerbright Electric. Whole house generators? All it takes is one call to Argerbright Electric. 224-5557.
And when you're down at the North 6th Street Promenade, stop by Atlas Slice. 121 North 6, chef-driven craft pizzas and wings from an open flame high heat oven. Open Thursdays and Fridays. Thursday 5 to 8, Friday and Saturday 5 to 9. I had to find my new list here, Coach, after Coach Bruner told us the new changes on the door. Again, Thursday 5 to 8, Friday and Saturday 5 to 9. That's Atlas Slice, 121 North 6. And across the street, 8 open, a Southern Kitchen, 601 Main, by the way. OG sandwiches, signatures, features like the Smash Burger. Great stuff down there. Get down and see them. They always have some specials once in a while, so check Facebook and you'll find them.
Uncle Keith says Keith Ashman says the Coach Wasman with the chicken, and yeah.
Awesome. And of course, that's 8 open, a Southern Kitchen, and Atlas Slice, the North 6th Street Promenade. And we're right back here at the halftime show here on MeccaSportsCo.com. And the Mecca Mobile Studio brought to you by Sleep Tight. Better bed, less money. Sleep Tight, Quincy, Jacksonville. Sleep Tight, Midwest.com. Well, second half, I imagine Coach Orn is telling the girls, keep playing the same defense. That's what we like. Offensively, they were okay. And then when they haven't been in a set, coaches called a timeout to get them into it, so that's good. Eagles on the other side, they're getting their shots. They're having to rush them because the Raiders have more height, and with the quickness out there too. When you go with Pieper and Turwelp inside, along with
how tall is Turwelp?
Oh, she's right there with
6'1", 6'2".
You know what? I do have that.
I didn't have any.
Yeah, I had it from earlier in the season. Leah is 6 foot, and you got Pieper at 6 foot. Even Bozart 5'7". Bozart 5'7" and Thomas 5'8". Sure look longer than that.
Well, they play a lot bigger. than that because of their length, their arms being out on the defensive end, which goes back to coaching.
Starting the second half off. Lady Raiders will have the ball. Ellie Bozart. Marie Eversman in the high post. Handed it out to Ari Bueller, who dribbles with her knee a couple times. Down on the block, Tristan Pieper.
One a good pass off.
And rounding it out, Jenna Durst. That was kind of sweet watching the knee dribble there. Kind of a Pele move for all of us old soccer players. In the half-court set, Bueller hesitates. 2 passes. Gets to the left corner. The high archer from Eversman. No good. Weak side, Pieper's there. Kicks it out to Ari. Ari, 2 more passes. This time the left corner, it's Bozarth.
Good extra pass, wide open look. Keep doing that, good things will happen.
Rebound out there by Ogden. We'll give you the lineup here in a second there for the Eagles, second half. Ogden's out there, also Marley Durbin. Here on the right wing, Isabella Edwards. Left wing, Avery Langford. And then also down low is Addison Jeffrey. Foul on Bozarth, Coach?
Yep.
First one of her of the game. First one of the second half for either team.
Kind of a silly foul out by half court.
Jenna Durst, though, steals the ball in the inbounds. If you get lazy with it, Raiders will take it away. Pass from Bozart down in the corner. Eversman looking for cutters. Back to the top of the key, Pieper. Tristan to Durst, who came around a screen of Eversman's. Back to Eversman in the corner. Marie drives. Marie off the glass. Good move by Marie Eversman. She had one in the first half as well. Boy, when she takes that ball, and she's got height too and length, she makes some good moves to the basket. More offense out of her this year.
Great decision. Take the ball hard to the hole.
For last year, she played more of a defensive role, it seemed like. She's really filling into the offense as well. Backdoor cut, and that was a nice pass there. Pass went from Durbin. Backdoor cut was taken there by Edwards. She gets a bucket. First one for the Eagles in the second half. Top of the key, 3. Pieper no good. But then Bozart steals the ball. Bozart takes it in and is fouled. Ellie Bozart.
We'll go 3 the hard way here.
Bozart did a great job. After the shot was missed, she stayed back, waiting to see who they called the foul on there. I think it was on Edwards, so it'll be her second foul. Bozart, cannot complete the 3. Kevin Vandeman's waiting for one blue-collar 3. We've had 3 attempts so far tonight. That was just a good move by Ellie. And then taking to the hole between 2 of the Eagles. Ball left side, back to the top of the key. Durbin pops out on the right side, being guarded by her numeral counterpart, number 1 of both of them. That's Ellie Bozarth. Here's a shot from 28. Good. And setting up on that shot was Ogden. She passed the ball.
Coach wasn't very helpful with Bozart because she left to go double team and left a wide open 3.
And that's how they set that one up. Ogden popped up on the outside. 30-18, 5:19 and counting left in the first half. Sorry, third quarter.
I think Coach got people coming in too, so.
Keep them fresh. Lady Raiders can go. Bozart out to Bueller. Bueller dribbles up, spins, stops at the free throw line. Left side, Eversman down in the corner. That's Pieper, flashing to the pole. Oh, and a good interior pass. Bozart flashed down to the left block. Durst flashed over to the right block. Nice little bounce pass there, and the bucket. Assist Bozarth. Durst gets the basket.
Comes down to great ball movement by the Lady Raiders.
32-18, lead of 14 by the Lady Raiders. 38 ticks from being halfway through the third quarter. On the right side, Pieper following her player. Ball comes back out high. Durbin, high arching 3, no good. Ball's tipped around. After Bueller got in there, also in there was Jeffrey, but the Lady Raiders get the rebound. Left side, Durst. Short corner, brings it back out to Pieper. Pieper back to the top. Eversman sees a lane, goes all the way in, and Marie's going to go to the line with her height. Straight down, brings it to the right side.
When the C parts, you got to go.
Foul will go against Jeffrey. It'll be her third. Addison Jeffrey. 2 team fouls in the third quarter. Eversman misses her first free throw of the night. She was 2 for 2 in the first quarter. Sierra Thomas comes in, gives Bozarth a break. Had to look for my little roster there. I wanted to see how tall Maria's listed now.
What I would like to see is
Boy, Maria looks taller than 5'8".
Some of these practices, because you go 10 deep, and they get after it like this. Oh my God, that's got to be fun to watch.
Eversman looks taller than 5'8".
Oh yeah, she plays a lot bigger than 5'8".
1 for 2 for Maria. She takes a seat. Leah Turwelp checks in for her. So then we go 5'8", which is more like 5'10", into 6 foot for Turwelp. Driving in. Oh, and trying to push off. I tell you, I thought Thomas played pretty good against Ogden.
Until she reached at the end. I thought that was a great defensive set.
Well, especially when Ogden came down and
Tried to
actually
block the shot.
Pushed off with her left arm. Thomas stepped back after that.
Now as an offensive player, you don't want that foul, do you?
Well, that right there, I tell you, that was some pretty good D there on that block shot, I thought.
Oh, it's great D until the end, until she tried to block the shot. Then she got the foul.
2 free throws in for the Eagles, 33-20. Lady Raiders still with the lead. Durst off the left side, popping in the left corner. Pieper, and a fake pass.
Move.
Durst makes a drive to the basket, and then coming from the other side was Thomas. Thomas gets the basket. Give Durst another assist.
Great move, great pass.
That was a sweet pass there. Spread it out and go. Durbin, over. Drive to the basket. Nobody can stop her. Isabella Edwards gets that one. She now has 6 points. And a quick timeout taken by the Eagles with 3:23 left. He's going to stretch it out to a full timeout. We'll take one too. Lady Raiders lead with 3:23 left in the third. 35-22. Back with more Lady Raider basketball right here on MechaSportsCo.com.
Bet you outdrive you this hole.
If you outdrive me, I'll take $10,000 off every car sold at QND Quincy this month.
Daddy needs a new ride.
Back at the pit here with 3:23 left in the third, and timeout taken there. Shot was made by the Eagles as they call the timeout. Score is 35 for the Lady Raiders, 22 for the Eagles. Civic Memorial down in Bethalto. Way back when, there was a guy called Dennis Cramsey before he went to Edwardsville as a principal. He was teaching there in Bethalto in the Civic Memorial system. I walked into a grade school one day.
I was hoping to see him, but we were down in Edwardsville, but I didn't see him.
And I did. I was there at Civic Memorial, went to his classroom, knocked on the door, and he goes, yeah. And I go, used to live across from my grandma.
Tell him we'll be down there Wednesday, so he needs to go to Edwardsville on Wednesday.
Lady Raiders back in action here with the basketball. A little full court pressure being applied by the Eagles. Now it goes to Bueller. Durbin will pick her up in half court. Area over to Pieper, left side. It's to Thomas. Thomas looked for a cutter, wasn't there. Turwelp looks opposite. Now comes over and screens for Pieper. Tristan, the screen and roll wasn't there. Setting up another screen. Nobody went anywhere there, so Bueller comes back across the formation to get the ball. Thomas looking inside. Lady Raiders being patient. Thomas now starts to drive. Thomas goes in strong.
Move.
Thomas, and I thought she got blocked by the bottom of the backboard, and Turwelp was at the block and left, and so that created that space for Thomas. Trying to see who called it. It was called on Langford, her second now. Thomas misses the free throw. Third foul in the third quarter as Durst goes out and Marie Eversman checks back in.
Well, that's one thing about the Raiders. They run 8 or 9 at you, and they don't lose a whole heck of a lot when they run them.
They lose nothing. So it's amazing. Thomas 0 for 2, but inside for the rebound. Turwelp. And Leah takes a little step out, shot in, count it. She has been really, from the games I have watched, been playing some really good basketball, Coach.
Good job of getting the rebound up high and staying up high and finishing off.
Saw the Turwelp family. Of course, they all go to a lot of the games. We see them at the State Farm. That'd be all the uncles and grandpas, maybe the great uncles and grandpas. In the right corner, Eagles shot, good shot from the corner. Edwards was left alone. Missed assignment by the Lady Raiders.
You got to find her. I think she made 3 or 4, in the first game here in the regional semifinals.
Lady Raiders in the half-court set. Their lead's down to 12. Almost a traveling there by Thomas to Pieper in the corner, and Tristan does the travel. Thomas probably might have got called out high. 2:05 still left in the third quarter.
That's what happens sometimes when you got your big girl out on the wing, trying to make a move. She gets a little bit sped up, slow down, you're fine.
Ball off the left side for the Eagles. Backing it out, they find Ogden on the right side, being guarded by Sierra Thomas. They'll get it to Durbin. Bueller's got her. Drives all the way in. The left, no good. Missed the screen out. Tristan missed it. She knew it. Langford cut in front of her. Tristan's going to get called for the foul. That's Pieper. Her first foul, by the way.
Well, defense between the girls out front playing guard, from Lady Raiders is tremendous, with Thomas and Bueller.
Turwell got a break. She went out. We'll check as the inbounds there for the Eagles. Durbin with the basketball with Pieper on her. In. Ooh, almost traveled there to Langford. Langford dribbled off her leg. Gets it out to the left wing. Jeffrey has the ball. Durst on her. Little handoff and a handoff of who's guarding who. Durst will push Ogden into the corner. 1:24 and counting left. Third quarter action. Wellman and Pettit here at the pit.
Good job of switching man-to-man by the Lady Raiders.
Great job.
Man to girl to girl, excuse me.
Yes. Long shot from Durbin. No good. Long rebound.
Got to box out.
Thomas says, well, I can't do anything about that. I went up to try to block the shot. Edwardsville. When you go down there that much, you're going to call it that. Isabella Edwards got the foul against the Lady Raiders. Sierra Thomas, her second foul. First free throw.
11-point lead with 1:08 to go here in the third. Not 10-point lead.
2 free throws by Edwards. Bueller brings it across the timeline right at 1 minute left the third with a 37-27 lead. Uses a screen from Pieper. Pieper flashes. Long three from the right side, no good. Long rebound the weak side. Sierra Thomas comes away with the Raiders. Reset the offense.
Good job of bringing it back out.
Eversman looking for the guard. Bueller will be that guard. Airy to the top. Airy back to the right side to Eversman. Down on the block is Pieper. Weak side helps, waiting to help.
Oh.
And now here comes a pass out high. Little errant. Jenna Durst, though, stops the action. Langford, though, makes a cut to the basket. Langford misses. Boy, that was point blank there, Coach.
All right, let's get the last shot here. We got 24 seconds left. Oh.
Bueller started a drive, kicks it out to Thomas. Oh, I'm not sure about that one. Thomas earlier did move. That one foot was...
Why attack the basket? Pull it back out. Get a good look here with start doing your offense about 10 seconds to go. We went a little bit too fast there.
Yeah, she tried to pass from the right to the left.
Well, but still, they make a 3. We're up by 7.
Durbin drives to the basket. Durbin all the way to the basket. Durbin, by the way, her first basket of the game. It's a 7-point run. Lady Raiders take the shot at the quarter. Comes up short. And we have played 3 quarters here at the pit. 26-13 at the half. This quarter, a 16-11 lead in the quarter for the Eagles. And after 3, the Lady Raiders 37, the Civic Memorial Eagles 29. We're ready for the fourth quarter back here on MechaSportsCo.com.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th, Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
Back at the pit. Regional final for 3A, QND, Civic Memorial. Lady Raiders, after 1 quarter, led 12-8. Halftime extended to 26-13. Third quarter, 37-29, so an 8-point lead. And we're heading to the fourth quarter. Civic Memorial will have the basketball. Coming out will be Ogden, Durbin, Jeffries, Langford,
well, they get the ball to start the quarter. I mean, this could be a 4-point game or 5-point game with a 3.
For the Raiders, it's Bueller, Eversman, Durst, Pieper, and Bozarth.
Switching man-to-man for the Raiders.
Langford comes around, passes out here in the corner to Edwards. Edwards being guarded by Pieper. Pieper kicks it out. Made him kick it out. And there's Durbin. She hits a three-pointer from outside. Drive was inside. And right now, that's a 10-point run, Coach, going back to the third quarter.
Well, like I said, 5-point lead. You know, if they hit a 3 coming down with the ball, you know, we've got to stay focused, and every possession counts.
Durst on the left side, back to the top of the key, Pieper. Tristan starts to make a drive. Tristan strong to the hole, off the glass, but Langford made the contact. It'll be Langford's third foul, our first foul of the fourth quarter for either team, and Pieper to the line to shoot 2.
Good strong move with her left hand.
You know, she always had, when she was a guard as a younger, then she got taller, I think maybe around 8th grade freshman year, but has always been a good ball handler, and she's one of those the tall girls. If you try to match up with her outside, she'll beat you to the basket, kind of like cross town with Jada. And Leah's been playing really good turbo down on the block. Pieper makes 1 of 2. 38, 32. Lady Raiders back on defense. Durbin brings it to the right side. Gives it Edwards. Edwards comes across the formation. Blocked by Bozarth. Nice job there. Pieper actually kind of didn't reach in, but gave a little jab at her. And I think Edwards thought she was going to take that one in. Bozarth's got the height. I mean, she is long in that half-court set now. Edwards cutting to the ball. Jeffries takes the first shot. Bueller actually partially blocked the first shot. Thought there was a little more height down there with Jeffries. Jeffries took the second shot, and Addison will shoot 2 free throws. Call was on Ari Bueller, her second foul. First
this
one
is
in the.
To get him within 4 with 6:48 to go.
Jeffrey hits the first one. Bueller's second foul. First on the Raiders in this last quarter. There's 2 for 2. That was Addison Jeffrey's first points of the night. And she'll check out, checking back in, Julia Goodman. She wears number 21 for the Eagles. Bueller across the timeline. Marley Durbin on her. Bueller takes the shot.
Foul.
Contested because it was a double team. Bueller tried to put it up with the left. And the left side, Ogden hits a three-pointer. Wow.
1-point lead with 6:24 to go.
38-37.
Patience.
2 passes. Right corner, Bozarth. Three-pointer, Ellie Bozarth. 1 extra pass for the Lady Raiders.
Big shot. Big shot.
Kevin Vandement loves it because it's Woodmart Building Center, your 3-point sponsor. WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. Top of the key, crossover dribble. Goodman brings it down, gives to Edwards. Edwards looks against Bozarth. Ogden behind the screen. Bozarth definitely closes out. And Bozarth should not be, I agree, good call there by the official. On the drive, Bozarth popped Ogden in the head. She took a one more step.
Fouled her on the drive, instead of shooting the basket.
2 fouls against the Raiders in the fourth quarter. 1 on the other side for the Eagles. 5:49 left in the ball game.
Need a stop here.
Ogden behind the screen. Starts to make a drive, short corner, gets it back out to Durbin. Ogden will now have the dribble. Back to the top of the key. Hands it off to Edwards. Edwards brings it right. From the right side, the 3. Good. 3-pointer taken by Durbin, 2 in a row. Back to a 41-40 game. Coach Orrin wants to talk about it. 5:28 left in this one at the pit. The QND Lady Raiders 41. The Civic Memorial Eagles with those last couple 3-pointers 40. Back with more fun action right here. MechaSportsCo.com.
Who do you call for ceiling fan installations? Argobright Electric. Electrical troubleshooting? Argobright Electric. Home rewiring? Argobright Electric. Full house generators? All it takes is one call to Argobright Electric. 224-5557.
And we're back at the pit. Action crazy out here. Couple three-pointers. Ogden and Durbin each hit a three. Durbin hits 2 threes in this quarter, and Jeffrey makes 2 free throws. 11 points in the quarter for the Eagles. For the Lady Raiders, only 4, but the big one was a three-pointer out of Ellie Bozarth in that corner to extend our 41-40 lead.
Well, if we don't have that, we're down right now. So, we got to do a better job on the defensive end, locating the three-point shooters, and making sure when that shot goes up, we put our butts on somebody and go down the other end. That's what we did the first half, and we were very successful.
That's what you expect for a regional final. Bueller with the basketball. Lady Raiders have a 1-point lead. Eversman in the corner.
Oh.
Bozarth drove down. Her shot was blocked, but Bozarth stole the ball again. I'll tell you what, Ellie Bozarth does such a good job. Passed the ball into Pieper. Pieper got the bucket. 43-40.
Need a stop here. Big stop. Oh.
From outside, 3 off the glass, no good. Tristan Pieper, strong rebound.
Great job of boxing out by Pieper.
43-40, Lady Raiders lead. 4:44 left in this one. Eversman, Pieper, Bozarth, Bueller, and Durst. Durst now has it on the right side.
Not as much ball movement as we saw earlier in the game. More dribbling.
Bueller decides to reset the offense here. Going down the blocks, Eversman and Pieper. Pieper flashes. Eversman flashes up. Durst on the left wing now. Looking inside for Pieper, trying to go inside. She's got Edwards on her. Bueller outside. Bueller hits the three-pointer. Ari Bueller lights him up from outside.
Big shot. Big shot.
The 1,000 points she got earlier this season. And, of course, brought to you by your project planner since 1978. Woodmart Building Center, woodmartbuildingcenter.com. Half-court set. Eagles. Durst on that. Guarding Durbin. Durbin says, gave up my dribble. Ogden comes. Durst picks her up. There it is. We leave her. No good. Down below, Langford got the rebound. Pieper blocks the shot.
Good foul. Yeah, you got to make that foul. Make her make it at the free throw line. No ifs, ands, or buts.
For Tristan.
Got beat on the offensive glass, but a good foul to stop it from going in.
For Tristan, only her second foul. Team foul number 4. So Eagles will shoot the rest of the way out. Eagles with only 1 foul. And at the line, Avery Langford, she hits the first one.
Now we need a good offensive set going down, even if she makes this.
And
good
does.
offensive set. Get a good look. Patience.
To the far end. 46-42. 3:33 and counting left. Lady Raiders with the lead in the basketball. Durst at the point. Sends the left side. Bozarth, ball above, looking for Pieper to flash. Eversman flashes up high with it. Jenna steps out to the right side.
That's the old North Carolina set right there.
Bueller slides to the left side. Goes down to Bozarth. We got a foul inside. A mismatch, I think, Durbin.
Oh, yeah.
Durbin was trying to guard Pieper.
5'8" against 6 foot.
Yep.
Ain't gonna work.
That's her first, though, on the night. Only the second on the Eagles with 3:16 left in this one.
Good patience by the Lady Raiders. Got a good inside look.
Why did the officials all of a sudden,
Edwards,
Isabella Edwards went over to say something to the official, then they all got together. Maybe somebody said something to her. I'm not really sure why the officials all of a sudden, because now one of them goes to Bill Cannell. So somebody must have said something in the stands. And so Bill goes over to the student section. Boy, back in the days, remember when we had in the front row it was all the seniors, usually football players, that had QND Raiders on their fronts, apostrophes on each side.
I never played here. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure you came over to watch a few times. Lady Raiders have the lead with basketball. 3:15 left. Jenna goes inside. Ellie starts to make a move. She tried to pass it out because Pieper was open on the right wing, but grabbing a hold of her wrist was Marley Durbin, her second. More importantly, we're up to 3 team fouls on the Eagles, so one more. Both teams shoot double bonuses, the last of 3:10 left in this
3
game.
or 4.
Yeah, she's got 3. They got 3, and the Raiders have 4. Durst with a high dribble. A lot of high dribbles tonight. Check the air. Bozarth into the corner. Bueller's going to bring it back out, though. Skip it all the way to the right wing. In the right corner. Bozarth, where she hit that 3. Brought her dribble, almost dropped that ball out. Eversman went and got it.
There we go. Good patience.
Very good patience. Dropped it down the block. Pieper faces up. Goes back to Eversman. High arching shot. Long, no good. Langford with a rebound on the other side for the Eagles. Eagles in transition. Shot Jeffries, no good.
Oh, he got boxed out.
Edwards. And a good no call. Edwards got the rebound and tripped over a foot. It was nobody did anything.
That was a quick transition 3. Getting the body on somebody's going to be tough.
I'm impressed. A lot of times that will be a call no matter what, Coach. 2:15 left. Raiders have the basketball with a 4-point lead. Bueller pops behind the screen. Fakes. Now gets it out to Durst on the left side. Langford comes out and guards her. Tristan, is wide open on the screen. There it is. Oh, my goodness. It was set up for the lob. What did he call, though?
They call a foul on Pieper.
Nobody called it, though. Nobody went to the bench and called it. Pieper got
I don't know, but
I think you must
they're going the other way now.
I think they called it travel, which I'm confused, Coach, because that was a nice lob unless it was a 5-second held ball. Let's put it this way.
I'm not very smart either, and I didn't see anything.
And nobody gave a really good definitive call for us. Jeffrey with 1:45 left. Bozart tips it out.
You have a good defensive stop here, then go down, spread the floor.
Durbin hands it off to Ogden. Durst is going to stay right with her. Jeffrey with Bozarth on her. 4 on the perimeter. Langford's on the block down here, kind of working the blocks. Edwards kicks it out. Durbin partially blocked there by Pieper. Great closeout. Orrin talked about it before the game about closeouts. That was an awesome closeout and a partial block by Pieper. Durst, left side. Murray Eversman, good drive. Left side, right side, count it. Good ball movement. Eversman with a drive to the basket. Good bounce pass into Pieper. Pieper gets the bucket and an and one. Give the assist to Marie Eversman. Good stuff.
Good stuff, great stuff. That was beautiful.
48-42, 107. Left in this one. Pieper's at the line to shoot one. Didn't know who they called the foul on, but either way it's 4 and does. Tristan Pieper, the blue collar 3. Makes it 49.
Big three-point play.
42. I haven't forgotten Woodmart. We'll catch him in a minute.
Guard the three-point line, ladies.
Inside 1 minute. Lady Raiders have a 7-point lead.
Guard the three-point line.
And a timeout taken by the Eagles. They want to discuss this one. Mark McDowell with the trophy out there looking good. He's polishing that. There he is. The Heisman move. I love it. And Mark McDowell, of course, the principal at QND. By the way, that last three-pointer, a good three-pointer there for every room, for every project. The idea is where your project planner, Woodmart Building Center, 12th and Seminary Road. That's Jack McKenzie Way, the legend himself, WoodmartBuildingCenter.com. Wow, I'll tell you what, Coach, some of the great excitement, and it is on the D side. Pieper gets the partial block out here, closed out so well. We've had the threes. And then on the other end, good ball movement. Marie Eversman from the left corner, a little head fake, takes the ball to the hole, and she's gone all the way to the hole a couple times and scored. This time, that last step, drops down, bounce pass to the opposite block. Tristan's in strong, gets the bucket and the foul. Blue collar, 49-42 with 51.2 left in this game.
Couple of possessions, offensively and defensively, that are going, I would say, probably be the difference in the game, for the Lady Raiders.
The last foul was called on Avery Langford, her 4th foul, by the way. And that what you expect that because Langford's around the basket. Here we go, 51.2 left. Eagles basketball. Edwards going to trigger it. Screens from the opposite side. Durbin comes up high. Ogden goes down low. And a foul on the screen. If it's 33, it's Langford's 5th foul. And with 50.7 seconds, Langford will foul out. She's got 4. She had 2 free throws in the 4th quarter. First quarter, she had a bucket.
Well, she's one of those bodies that have been competing, against the Lady Raiders all night.
Yeah, down on the block especially. She's had to play strong with either Turwell, Pieper, and we send a whole bunch of bigs.
She's a little undersized at 5'10", hey, you know what I mean? But she's been banging against 6', 6'1" all night long and done a good job.
I'm ready to sing it all night long. No, I'm not going to. 49.4.
My ears are hurting.
Bueller is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Now that we're in the double bonus with 49.4, 49-42.
2 big baskets, 2 big free throws here.
Harry connects on the first one. Her first trip to the free throw line tonight.
QU's going to love her playing next 4 years if she stays there for 4 years.
And she's gotten really strong in the last couple years, too. 2 for 2 for Airy. Nice job out there. 51-42. Pushing it down to the left corner. Durbin's 3. Oh, my. Durbin's 3 hit the rim, went up in the air.
And it's down on the other side of the rim. That's crazy. I've never seen that before.
It looked like it was going to take that second bounce and maybe go in.
Well, you shoot it from that side, it'll be on this side of the rim and wedge.
Tristan Pieper gets in the play. She knows where that
Not
pole
on
is.
The other side of the rim because it went hit, bounced up, and then stuck. I'm like, whoa.
Stuck between the rim and the backboard. The old balls never stuck like the new balls do. They had that nice soft touch. Bueller has the ball, 41.7 left.
They're made a little bit different.
Into Bozarth, immediately fouled there. I'll tell you, Ogden plays a heck of a ball game on both ends. That's only her 2nd foul. Now it becomes free throws.
Oh, I'm going to tell you what, this is a good little team that they beat tonight. 22-8, or 23-8.
Yep.
And playing, down there with Alton and Triad and all that group. This is a good ball club. This is a good win tonight. Very good win.
With 40.3 seconds left, still to close out that win. Till that buzzer hits and the fat lady sings.
Well, we know that.
You got that right. Second one up. Missed both of them. Long rebound. Ellie Bozarth tracked it down. Knocked out of bounds. But I'll tell you what, Ellie has been in there 2 or 3 times on steals or rebounds by the Eagles and steals right after that. Lady Raiders going to stay in that full court, putting some passive pressure. In the backcourt, Edwards bringing it up against Eversman. To the right side. Edwards will go all the way in.
That doesn't hurt us. 2-pointers don't hurt us. When they kick out and shoot the 3, that's when it hurts us.
Well, key there, though, is you don't want it to go that fast. You don't mind if you're going to give a layup over a 3.
30.8 seconds left. I'm sorry. You could give them the 2, but not give them the 3 and get a timeout and then press.
Tell you what, this has been a fun one here. Coming out in this quarter. Well, actually, leaving the 3rd quarter into the 4th quarter, it was a 10-point run by the Eagles from Civic Memorial. It made it a 5-point game, 37-32. Back and forth. And then the 3-pointer was 38-37. We hit our 3-pointer. It made it 41-40. I believe that was Bozarth's. They hit it, a 3 back. That's when it made 41-40. And then the Raiders would have hit a bucket and a 3. More importantly, Pieper's block shot on one end, partial block, and then the and one on the other end was good stuff, especially with Eversman's assist.
Well, we still got 3:15 left here. In the 4th quarter, it's a 7-point lead. It's comfortable, but we saw what happened at 3:33 with a 14-point lead.
You just said that. They had screwed the board up because I knew it was down to 31.4 or 5.
Okay.
They had 3:15 up there for a brief moment because when I first looked up, Coach, I went,
what
that don't sound right. When you said that, I go, that, because we both looked up at the same time. It's 3-1. Yeah, they put it up again.
I thought we'd have a advantage being here at QND with the time, but obviously not.
They're going to try. There you are, 31.5.
Okay, we're good now.
When they got to 31.4, all the official has to do is hold his hand up for one extra count, then make the call. Ball inbounded down here. Ellie Bozarth will be looking for somebody to cut to the ball. Bueller does. Immediately fouled. Marley Durbin, her fourth.
Well, that's what you got to do and hope they don't make the free throws. But, sending Bueller to the line, she looks pretty good at the free throw line. So, let's.
Aries 2 for 2 on the night. Peepers 2 for 3. Turwelf's 1 for 1. Eversman 3 for 4.
So we've done a good job at the free throw line tonight.
Ellie's
but just watching her shoot them. With the yards, with the rotation of the ball. She's a pure shooter.
Bozarth does a nice job of shooting too, but she's 0 for 4 tonight on the charity stripe, so she's just can't get it in. But she's got 4 buckets and that key three-pointer in the right corner. 30.5 left. Second one good.
That's who you put on the line though, right there.
Bueller 2 for 2 in that one. Eagles getting back in the half-court set. From the left side, Durbin lost the ball.
And they're still out there playing defense.
Oh, you got to kill the clock as much. Edwards with a drive. Edwards with a shot, no good. Bozarth gets the rebound. Our sub into the ball game, Keely Windsor.
And we'll see if Bozarth can make a free throw tonight.
There you go. Come on there, Ellie. Hey, I'll tell you what, I'll take.
Whoa, hey, what she's done don't make any difference if she makes it or not.
Her steals, her assist after steals, and her three-pointer, like you said, Coach, don't matter. But she hit it, all right. Ellie connects on the first. By the way, for the Lady Raiders, that's 6 straight free throws. The Eagles are going to check their starters out. Nice, good-looking squad there. Durbin, Edwards are some of the seniors. Ogden checking out as well. A whole bunch of new kids getting in. Sylvia comes back in. She's number 13. I'll try to get some of those names to you. Second one, no good. Peepers behind. Doesn't foul. Down to 12 seconds left. Eagles push it. Drive to the basket. Bozarth. Shadow defense. Good job there. Missing the shot.
Game over.
2 more seconds. And the Lady Raiders with the buzzer. Your 2026 regional championship here at the QND Regional. 54-44. I mentioned it was going to be a good ball game. Both teams gave up more than they usually do. Lady Raiders gave up right around 40, so only 4 more points. And it was in that range about where these teams play. But a good stuff here. We'll have a chance to talk to Coach Orrin, of course, in the post game. Brought to you by Hardee's at 30th and Broadway. Brian Harms, by the way, get by there. And 2 Alaskan pollock fish for $7. And then we'll hear from Coach. And he'll be bringing it. The comments brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, Faith Family, and Giving Back. We'll keep it right here, too, while they're going to give the plaque before we take our break. Good stuff for the Lady Raiders. Now,
as they advance, and we will be down in Waterloo on Tuesday.
That's right, Napoleon. Facing the winner of Marion and Centralia tonight.
Oh.
Haven't heard a score yet. We'll give that to you.
That'll be a good game because Lady Raiders played Centralia earlier, and I think Centralia beat them if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, Rumble on the River. And here come the fans in as well. We'll give you a moment to soak it in there, folks.
Looks like the student crowd is in a Hawaiian theme tonight, which looks good to me.
It was warm enough outside to be that way, but the weather will be changing. It's coming around, so that'll do it for the regular portion of our broadcast. The regional final here. The Lady Raiders pull it off. The victory, 54-44 over the Civic Memorial Eagles. Congratulations to the Eagles on a great season. They had a good-looking ball team out there. They will fall to 23-9. The Lady Raiders improved to 24-6. Stick around for the post-game show. Your final here at the Pit. QND 54, Civic Memorial 44. And we're back with the postgame right here. MechaSportsCo.com.
Spring is right around the corner with warm weather approaching quickly. Best Kept Sod Farm offers a full line of landscaping services. We can provide the labor. If you thrive on DIY, we can give you advice or recommendations on how to make your lawn the talk of the neighborhood. No job is too big or too small, and as always, we provide free estimates. Best Kept Sod Farm is a local company who strives for excellent customer satisfaction and takes pride in what we do. Contact us today by phoning or texting us at 217-779-0620 to discuss your project needs.
If you're building a house, remodeling an older home, thinking about a new deck, or need a whole new kitchen, Woodmart is your project partner. Since 1978, Woodmart has been the most trusted building materials and kitchen and bath design company in the Quincy area. At Woodmart, you'll find enthusiastic, experienced professionals helping you through every phase of your project. We offer smart advice for the contractor or do-it-yourselfer and top-quality materials. Woodmart Building Center, 2000 North 12th Quincy, your project partner since 1978.
This stream is brought to you by Mecha Sports Co., your streaming platform for all 4 Quincy High School basketball teams. Be sure to subscribe and like on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Mecha Sports Co., and you won't miss a thing from QHS Blue Devils and Lady Devils with coverage for the QND Raiders and Lady Raiders on the road. Be sure to visit mechasportsco.com for the complete schedule of games and more.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer-battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.
And welcome back to the pit. It's time for the post-game show. Brought to you by Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Brian Harms and company. Great victory for the Lady Raiders as they started this thing off 12-8 after one quarter. Great defense there. Better defense in the second quarter, only giving up 5 points. They had a 10-point run, the Lady Raiders did, and finished the half 26-13 up in double figures. Third quarter, though, they got beat. Was it the third? Yes. 16-11, I believe it was. As after 3, it was 37 for the Lady Raiders. The Eagles 29. Ball got to a 1-point game for much of it. Actually, the end of the third quarter, into the fourth, it became from a 15-point game to a 5-point game. It was a 10-point run by the Eagles. Coming into that fourth quarter, we talked about the big shot there, the three-pointer that after it was 38-37 from Bozarth in the corner to make it 41-37. Lady Raiders gave up a 3 to make it 41-40. But then the Lady Raiders hit a bucket and a 3. 2 free throws on the other side. So at 46-42, that's when the Lady Raiders made an 8-2 run to finish the game. Part of that is Jay Zangers over there, was that Tristan Pieper closeout block. Other end, the basket and one. Marie Eversman's great assist on that one. So many great keys in this game, and you go right down the lineup, about every Lady Raider had a good ball game.
Well, yeah, and it's one of those things to where, you talk about possessions, to win games on the defensive, and the offensive end, that's what the Lady Raiders did tonight. They shut it down on defensive end on 2 or 3 stops, and then they scored on 2 or 3, and put the lead out there. And a great job of closing the game out.
We'll get to the scoring though, but first Coach Oren flies up here. He's out here walking during the game, by the way, which is some good stuff all the time out here. As those two look familiar.
He's the man, or what are you talking about? You're the man, right? You go do what you want when you want to do it, and you're the man.
Hey, Coach Oren, congratulations. Lady Raiders did a great job out there tonight. I thought it was impressive, giving up only 8 points in the first quarter. Second quarter, only 5 points. So we go into the halftime with a nice lead. We had a 10-point run. As I look throughout, not to get to the end of the game, but as I check in the boxes, every one of your players, I could go down and tell you where they contributed and did so much. We go to Ellie Bozarth. A couple times after the ball was stolen or rebounds, she steals the ball, hits the three in the corner. Tristan Pieper makes that bucket and one after she closes out what you talked about down here. But Marie Eversman's the girl that makes that great pass. I mean, I'll go right down the list, and by the time I'm done, you're going, okay, what am I supposed to say?
No, and we needed that at that point, and you hit a nail on the head. If we don't do as good a job defensively in the first half, we're going to be in trouble because they got hot, and that was what scared me. We left them a couple times open. They got momentum, and then things changed dramatically quick. Called that timeout. I said, this possession is what we've been talking about all year long. We had those tough games with Quincy High and Liberty, and I think even though you never want to lose those games give us a little bit of grit tonight to understand when that pressure's on, now you got to execute your play. But you're right, Ellie Bozart stepping up tonight with 12 points, I think, but just some key situational things she did. You're right. We executed with Marie's pass to Tristan, and one are always momentum swings. Ari Bueller's big three-pointer. We kind of rose to the moment. That's what I've been wanting this team to do all year long. We've had 6 losses where I just didn't think we stepped up in those times like we did tonight.
And you did step up after the Quincy High Liberty losses with the Clopton-Brown County victories right after that, and that helped you out there too. Yeah, I looked down that lineup tonight. It was just so good. And I got to believe, if Pieper and Turwop are 6 foot, Eversman and Bozarth are not 4 inches shorter than them. I mean, and they are long, and it's great because when you have Bozarth in there, she goes out. Here you got a double, just like her. Sierra Thomas comes in and does all the same stuff.
You do, and we need all that. And we just those are what makes us super strong. And for me, growing up in Ashland and small town, where I was able to not play on such good teams, but be able to come here and coach. I mean, I won 1 regional in my whole high school career, my senior year, and this is so special to me that people don't realize that everybody thinks, oh, Notre Dame does this and that, but this was a hard-fought one. Incredibly proud of my girls tonight, and hopefully we take this in the sectional with a lot of good fight in us.
That was a question. I didn't look it up beforehand. Do you know what number regional victory this is for the QND Raiders?
I don't at this point, no.
I'm the same way. I'm going to look it up, kind of like we did with Lori Blade, and I talked to her the other night. That was kind of neat, but I was going to do that before the ball game. It goes way back, but even in your tenure, it seems like it becomes commonplace, but it isn't common. It's a lot of hard work, and in like a game like this against a very good team that puts the ball up quick out there, so you got to close. But I thought the closeouts, like you said, was classic, and right down here when Pieper had that closeout and partially blocked the shot, I'm like, this is what Orrin talked about.
Mm-hmm. It was, and then we were specific on that at practice yesterday. We had to do that. I mean, you got 24-hour turnaround and have a good practice and get yourself set. And those little things came up big. It's written on our whiteboard, and they are little things, and those little things pay big dividends in the fourth quarter.
Well, and closing time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Your last 2 possessions defensively, 2 possessions offensively.
Yes.
Turn the game completely around because it got down to a 1-point lead with about 2 minutes to go, and I'm like,
Yeah, it was one of those times where I finally saw him in the huddle after I called that timeout up 1. We had to win that possession. We had to get something swinging. Ellie Bozart got that tip, kind of tipped it to Tristan. Well, you could just see, all right, we scored. In the next possession, Ari Bueller comes down, knocks down a huge 3, and then everything seemed to be in sync defensively, and it was harder for them to get off a good look.
You've got the winner of Marion or Centralia, and that'll be at Waterloo, and I'm sure we'll find out after the ball game. Centralia, I know you'd like to get them back, but they were playing the number 1 seed down there, and I don't know much about Marion. Do you?
Marion's a top dog there. I think they got 26, 27 wins, so I expect them to come out of there. I got a little film on them, but we'll just whoever it is, you got to be prepared because everybody's good at this point.
Boy, a little while since I've been down to Waterloo. Way back, I think when Austin was playing football down there a couple times.
I've never been down there. I don't know where the heck it is.
Yeah, I know.
I'm from Rockford. So
I know we all have about a 2-hour, 40-minute trip. So, and that's seeing what the traffic is like in St. Louis.
I got 5.
Okay, well, that's a long one. But yeah.
Hey, more importantly, though, we've got time between tonight and next Tuesday to get back on the drawing board, be back out here working at the pit. Congratulations on a great win and a regional title.
Yeah, thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys being here.
And we'll be down
safe
there.
travels. Yes, sir.
You,
thank you.
And that's Eric Orrin. Of course, his comments are brought to you by the Kunis Auto Group, faith, family, and giving back. When we return, after hearing from the Kunis Auto Group, we'll hear from Coach Pettit and the Hardys postgame show right here at MeccaSportsCo.com.
Cunis Auto Group is proud to sponsor Mecca Sports Broadcasting.
If you're looking to score your next new ride, be sure to visit Cunis Honda.
And Cunis Hyundai of Quincy.
With over 300 new and used vehicles to choose from, you won't find a selection like this anywhere else.
Plus, give your vehicle the game plan to success by servicing with our new state-of-the-art service center.
Visit Cunis Auto Group of Quincy on 36th Street and see how Cunis makes it easy.
Better bed, less money at Sleep Tight in Quincy and Jacksonville. Shop Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster with free delivery, setup, removal, and 0% financing for up to 5 years.
Sleep tight.
Sleep tight.
Back at the pit and the Hardee's post-game show. Of course, the Sleep Tight mobile Mecca studio, wherever it goes, it's been a lot of places.
He wasn't that good, though.
And it was off to Waterloo next, though. So on that, and that's Sleep Tight, better beds, less money. Sleep Tight, Midwest.com. Boy, you heard from Coach Orrin there, and fans are hanging around, as I would too. Good ball game.
Great win tonight. You know, I'll tell you what, this might have been one of the tougher regionals, you know, in the state. You know, with Civic Memorial coming in at 23-8, you know, ended up going out 23-9. You know, I knew this was going to be a battle tonight, and, you know, the Raiders rose up to the level they needed to do to get the W by 10.
The only one I think would come close is Galesburg. Galesburg, Morton, Washington, Metamora, Dunlop even.
Is that
Sterling.
the sectional?
Yes, that's the sectional. But the regional was.
At the Musgrove.
Yeah, the regional, I guess, was Galesburg, Morton, Sterling, and Ottawa. So I got to go with it maybe here. You know, but once you get to the sectional at Galesburg, and we'll keep an eye on there. But good stuff here. I mean, congratulations again to the Eagles out of Civic Memorial on a good season. They'll have some players returning there as well, and they got some players that will move on to play college basketball. But the Lady Raiders again, looking down the list.
Length, athleticism, you know, on the defensive end, getting fingertips on balls, you know, and then going down on the transition offense and getting good looks. And then when they didn't have that, you know, they pulled it out, they ran their offense, they moved. You know, it was all passing, not dribbling, you know, and it looked very good tonight, very crisp tonight, you know, against a very good ball club.
They checked the boxes. They made the assist. They made the defensive plays, gave up some shots that I'm sure Coach would like to close out on, and all good coaches will break down what we did wrong on a night like this.
Well, they always look at, you know, well, we should have done that on this play, but, you know, next 7 plays we did pretty good, and then you didn't do something on the next play, but you've got to drill that in. So, you know, by the time you get at the end of the year, the last game you play hopefully is for the state championship, and you have that perfect game.
This team went there last year and played Montini and lost. Then went in the fourth, got 4th place last year as we were there, and hopefully I have a chance. Sage Stratton was there last year, and of course she was a big part, but this team really did a great job. Let's break down the scoring for the Lady Raiders, who are now 24-6. They were led in scoring. 14 points out of Ari Bueller. Bueller hit 2 threes. More importantly, 4 for 4 from the charity stripe down the line. Ellie Bozarth with a 12-pointer. Bozarth missed 2 blue-collar threes, but the traditional 3 in the right corner was so key. She had 12 points. 10 points from Tristan Pieper inside, who went 2 for 3 at the charity stripe, including the blue-collar 3 after the Eversman assist. That was good stuff there. 7 points from Leah Turwell. So you're getting her at 6 foot inside.
Big, strong girl. She was a key part defensively as well as offensively.
Marie Eversman went 3 for 4 for the line. She had 5 points, some key assists as she made it to the basket. 4 from Sierra Thomas. Bozarth Thomas just wears out guards out there. Jenna Durst only had 2, but Jenna also had the assist and is part of a key of the game. She is strong. Looking down the lineup, trying to see if anybody else got in the ball game. I think if we did come in at the very end there, I missed them. But that's 54 for the Lady Raiders. On the other side, for the Eagles of Civic Memorial, who will fall to 23-9. They were led in scoring by Marley Ogden. She had 17 points, including 3 trays, 2 for 2 from the charity stripe. 13 points out of Isabella Edwards. Edwards had 13 points. Dropped down to 8 points from Marley Durbin. 2 of those threes came in the 4th quarter. Avery Langford, strong inside, fouled out with 50.7, had 4 points, and 2 points from Addison Jeffery in the ball game. Looking down there, Mariana Silva was in the game. Also Julia Goodman. And also Keely Windsor. And they did clear the bench out there towards the end. I think Bern Helminger came in, as well as Danny Earl. But don't quote me on that. But 44 for sure on the other side for the Eagles, which 54-44. Lady Raiders with a victory. And I'm sure when it got to be 14 points, and not to bring that up, but Lady Raiders are aware we're familiar with people losing those leads, so let's close out on this one.
Big time. You know what I mean? And, you know, that's what they do. You know, good teams close out, you know, at the end of ball games, you know, defensively and offensively with each possession. Great win tonight by the Lady Raiders. So, I tell you what, Tuesday we'll be in Waterloo, Wednesday we'll be in Edwardsville, and hopefully Thursday we will be in Waterloo again.
Or is it oh, yeah, and then North.
In Waterloo again.
And maybe
then
North Mac at.
North Mac, you know, for Friday. So, you know, I'm off 3 days next week, so let's have a good time watching Quincy basketball next week.
You got it, Coach. Last thoughts on this one.
Great job offensively, defensively. I think you see a team that has the opportunity, you know, if they play well, to go a long ways in this state tournament. So I'm looking forward to watching them, you know, next week down in Waterloo.
I agree with you. I'll show you where that's at, Coach, and let you know there. So.
Well, I got the map, so I can find it maybe.
You've had some maps other times and gotten distracted.
Maybe.
Fact, and a Centralia came into point, but it was in Missouri there. So.
Well, yeah.
For
Missouri's a little different than Illinois.
There for Coach Pettit. Thank you there, Coach. I'm Jeff Wellman. Great night here as the QND Raiders win the regional on their home floor as they close it out at the end. Your final score, the QND Lady Raiders 54, the Civic Memorial Eagles 44, and you have been following Lady Raider basketball, both audio and visual, right here on mechasportsco.com. Good night, everyone.
Brian Harms, I'll bet you got a lot of people asking for fish sandwiches this time of the year.
You bet. Isn't that great? It is that time of year. People always love our fish sandwiches, and they're with tartar sauce and lettuce. You can get that any day of the week. We got the beer battered Alaskan pollock back. I'm back from Alaska. We caught all kinds of them.
And what kind of fish are those?
Pollock. Pollock.
And you've got a special deal going on. 2 fish sandwiches for just $7. Right now at Hardee's, 30th and Broadway, Quincy.